Hello,
Hi, hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Good evening.
Good evening. I'm
It's
doing
so nice to see
great.
you.
Yes,
So
it
nice to
feels
see you
like
again.
after ages we are having a session.
Yes, we have actually. We haven't had a session in a while.
Yes,
Obviously,
I
I have not been on the
precisely,
platform in a while.
yeah, I thought so because I precisely remember we had last session in the month of May, and after that, maybe
Hmm.
for a long time you were not available as a tutor or what, I don't.
Yeah, I was busy with my full-time job, so I couldn't allot a lot of time onto the platform. But
Okay.
I'm here for a couple of days again before I take a vacation. So let's see.
Okay, great. It's so nice to see you back.
Yes, it's so nice to see me too. Don't worry. All right. Anything special planned for today, or should we go with the document? Because it's an interesting document. Like, it's an interesting topic
No
today.
special plan, like we can go ahead with the document, but as I have checked the document, I really want to ask you, like, who comes up with the session topic, or like how you guys sort the topic, because this is something really different. That's why. Do
Yeah.
you
So
have
we
any
have a
idea?
special team, like a content team, and for the scripting is different and the design is different. So the scripting is done by one person who I cannot name, by the way.
Of
But
course not.
but yes, I do agree with you. When I look at these, I'm like, wow, this is quite like cool. The fact that like none of the topics are like overlapping or like they're talking about the same thing again and again. Plus the
Yes.
fact that and the designing team does a good job by putting good pictures with it, sizing them correctly to make sure that you're not confused, you can read it clearly, all of the jazz.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they invest a lot of time to brainstorm and then they come up with the unique topics.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm also very, how do I say, thankful to the content team for creating this, and I will pass on your
Yes.
compliment to the person, whoever it is
Yeah,
in the company
please.
who does it.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so like you already saw and you already complimented the topic. Before we start, you want to do the extempore?
Extemporary, okay, we can go ahead with that, but I didn't understand the second one. If can you please explain that one to me?
Yeah, so the first one is being an only child. That
Hmm.
is basically your experience of being the only child in the family. And the second one is zoos cause more harm than good. So basically, there's this whole concept of capturing animals and keeping them in zoos so that kids, youngsters, they can come learn about these animals or at least look at them, right? Because it's very difficult to go look at an elephant in Mumbai or in Pune, go look at a peacock or maybe a tiger or a leopard. So what they do is they basically capture some of them from the wild and then they keep them near cities where people can come and visit these animals or basically learn about them in field trips. And a lot of schools go to zoos as well. Yes.
Okay, so Zeus was like the same. The meaning was same, right? Here also,
Yeah,
because
you
it
thought the word
basically
meant
what.
something different.
Yeah, because it's fine. But what is the meaning of that whole sentence? Better than the good, or I didn't get that.
So basically, what the sentence is saying is that zoos cause more harm than they cause good. So basically, pros and cons. What it's trying to say is there are more cons to it than pros. So let's say having a zoo or like making a zoo and getting animals has three advantages. First is the next generation of humans or kids can learn about it. They can go visit these animals. They can, sort of have an experience with it, right? Second thing would be preservation to make sure that the animals are safe. At least some of them are safe in the world. Third would be the government can. I don't think they make money. I think it's a loss-making thing, but still, like for cultural reference, they have something. But the harm is obviously that we are ruining so many animal lives. So what they're saying is there are more harmful things that happen by making a zoo than good things.
More harmful things can happen.
Yeah,
So it's
because
not in favor of,
um,
they are not in favor of zoos.
exactly. The sentence is basically that zoos cause harm.
Okay. I think they could have framed the sentence better. Okay, anyways, it was
So
quite
English is a weird language. That sentence is
ah,
actually grammatically perfect.
but it's really difficult to understand. I think now I understand the meaning of that sentence. It was really difficult for me. I tried that, even I searched that word Zeus, but I was getting the same option. I know the meaning of this word. I thought the yes is there, so it may like the meaning can be different, but no, it wasn't like
Yeah.
that.
So I know
Okay.
what you're saying. It would be more clear to you if it was zoo apostrophe s, right? Yeah. So in
Yes.
English, an apostrophe is a short form of is. So if someone
Zoo
says zoo apostrophe s, that becomes zoo is.
is okay.
Yeah. So if it says Divyam's cycle, right, then there's no apostrophe.
There is no apostrophe.
No, because
Okay.
it's an ownership. Like
Div.
I own the
Ha,
cycle.
okay, okay, okay. Otherwise, it would be
So
like Divyam is cycle.
yeah. But if I'm saying Divyam's lazy, then I put an apostrophe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I got it.
Divyam is lazy. Get
So
it?
basically, it's apostrophe s means it's is only.
Plural. Yeah, apostrophe s is, and if it's just s, it's plural. And if it's s and then apostrophe, then it's plural plural. I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Okay. I know this is confusing.
Okay.
You know how? Okay. Can you say what this? Can you tell me what this is?
Caesar.
No, it's scissors.
It's not two, it's one only. How can you say scissors?
Yeah, but the word itself is scissors. Can you pass me a pair of
Okay.
scissors? Just one, right?
And
But if
pair
it's,
also.
yeah, because it's a pair, right? Like it's a
Can you
pair,
pass me a
one pair.
scissors? No. Pair of scissors.
No,
Then it should be a pair
no,
of scissors.
no. You know how we say pair of shoes, pair of
Yeah.
gloves, pair of
We
scissors? Same
we
thing.
don't say pair of shoes. We say pair of shoes. So how come it is
No,
pair of
that's the thing.
scissors?
This is called scissors. It's not called
Okay, the
scissor.
okay. It's scissors only. Then I
Yeah.
think pair, still I think pair is not required, but it's English. English is a weird
You can
language.
Google it, but it's true.
Okay, I'll do that. No, no,
I'm
I'm
not
just
I'm
asking
not
like.
trolling you or anything. Don't worry. So this is called scissors.
Hmm.
Shoes is also a good example. Can you pass me those pair of shoes, right? But if it's more than one pair of shoes, if I have three scissors over here,
Scissors. Hmm.
then when I'm writing it, I have to write scissors and the apostrophe
Scissors
comes after
apostrophe
the
yes.
s.
Yes. Okay.
No, 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 not apostrophe s. Scissors and then apostrophe. Okay.
Scissors apostrophe
I'm
s.
giving you a full.
Right?
No, I'm giving you a full lesson. No, scissors. This is how you type it. I put the wrong this thing, but you get my point. Apostrophe.
Oh, there is no need of s then.
There is a need of s. Okay, so the word itself is plural, right? Scissors,
Yes, scissors. Yeah.
singular, plural.
Mm-hmm.
The item is singular, but the word is plural.
Mm-hmm.
But since the original word is already plural,
Mm-hmm.
and if I add more scissors, the plural
Mm-hmm.
is also plural. You get it?
Ha. I'm getting it.
Then when I'm typing that, I have to write scissors and then an apostrophe after the s.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So when I'm
Yeah.
writing, can you pass me a pair of scissors? I will not put an apostrophe because I'm using the original word, scissors. Can you pass me a pair of scissors? Singular. Singular, but the word is plural. Okay.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
I'm asking you to give me like 5 pairs of scissors, and I'm
Then
saying, can
it's
you pass me the pairs of scissors? Then the apostrophe comes after the full word is complete.
yeah.
I
Okay.
can't think of any other example, like shoes,
Yeah.
scissors would be a good example. You can Google it. You will find, I think I'm pretty sure you can make a video of this because
I
this is
think
a
I'll
quite
have to. I will have to
interesting.
because I never thought that the scissor can make me this much complicated, make my mind this much complicated. But okay.
Yeah.
You gave me
Yes.
homework.
Now that we're done with that, we'll go back to the zoos. Okay.
Yes.
So here, like I said, zoo, but plural. So it's just without apostrophe.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Um. So which one do you want to pick? Being an only child or zoos cause more harm than good?
I think we have spoken already much about this, so we should go ahead with the main topic.
Main
I
topic.
think.
Okay, the main topic is
Yes.
human cloning. Okay.
Yes.
So imagine you had an option of creating a second Arushi, a second you. Okay. Uh, what would you like? What do you already know about this? Tell me that first. Then we can
All
see
right.
what.
So when I read cloning, what came into my mind is I am a working professional, okay? And I am unfortunately in finance domain. That doesn't mean I'm good with numbers. No, I'm not. But you know that go with the flow thing. And what happens is I'm working for a team, and we process and pay to the vendors for the services and goods purchased on credit basis. So what happens is when we receive the invoice, we process the invoice, but sometimes what happens due to, I think I am using what happens many times. Okay. We process the invoice, but due to technical glitch, that invoice gets a lot of time to interface in a system. So we clone that invoice, we process duplicate invoice, and we pay that invoice due to urgency or something like that. So that thing
Mhm.
came into my mind. How this is how I know the word clone and cloning. But today,
That was your first interaction with the word cloning.
exactly, yeah, exactly,
Okay.
yes. But I think that is also like impacting our business a lot. It is not a good thing. So from that example only, I figured out that this is not a good word to like mm, clarify the urgency, or I cannot find a good word to like work on the urgent invoices, or for that particular
To
time only it
clear
is
the
fine.
urgent invoices.
Yeah, to clear. No, I want to say that to work for that particular situation only, it's fine that we are creating duplicate invoice, we are paying. But what that original invoice will get interface in office, that there are chances of double payment. So it is
Yeah.
not good at all in that scenario also. So what happens if we clone like humans? It will be a disaster. That's how I felt, or I thought.
So I get what you're saying, and from a financial point of view, it is possible that cloning an invoice could create problems. But the word clone or cloning originally comes from duplicating. Okay, I don't know if it's originally from that, but mostly it is used for animals, humans, living things.
Yeah,
Okay,
to create
so
exact copy of the living things,
yeah,
kind of.
exactly.
Hmm.
And what you said, it sounds like a bad thing because in your industry it is.
Yeah.
Um, it's a very like you say rafu thing. Like it's a very just to get rid of this problem we are doing this.
Ah, exactly.
But in
Ah,
in
yes.
in cloning, in like human cloning and animal cloning, it's completely different. So there's no negative sense to that word. It's just that how the person uses the clone or the process, that could be negative. Okay. So in simple words, cloning is when we duplicate something. So let's say I want to make a clone of myself. I will give the scientist like some sort of cells from my body, whether
Yeah,
it's
some
saliva, whether
questions.
it's a piece of my skin, my hair, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
To analyze, they'll get a sample of my DNA and they'll try to create another Divyam or another Arushi in this case, right? So that is what cloning is. Now, what you do with it, how you create that clone could be unethical, could be unfair, or it could harm someone or harm the clone itself. So
Yes.
that is something that could have a negative sense, but the process itself is quite simple.
No, it's not at all simple
No, no,
because the sign.
not the process. I'm sorry, not the process
Yeah,
of creating the clone.
the
The
meaning is totally
the
different
meaning.
from what I
Yeah,
explained.
yeah,
Actually, why I explained is because I wanted to tell you that if we don't control manually to not process that original invoice, then it will cause duplicate payment, right? So here also, if you clone like same Arushi or copy of myself. Then what about me? I'm the original one. So I was thinking in that way that it is not required. Maybe some at some point it has advantages, like in case of accidents, plastic surgery, in all those things, or like that organ transplant things.
How
It
would
is
you how would
useful.
you how would you use cloning in an accident? I don't understand.
See, if unfortunately, if I'm met with an accident is fine, right?
Yes.
So my body parts are like damaged. So we
Could
can
be
create a
damaged.
could be damaged. So we can create a duplicate Arushi and we can use her body parts for me. That's how it is. So
It's
it
very
it is
unethical, by the way. It's illegal to do that.
exactly, the whole concept is unethical. I feel so.
Yeah.
Cloning. It is not the correct one. We should not do that because what about the originality of someone who is there and we are creating duplicate of that person? It will affect on the population things also. I feel it's not ethical at all. There are so
Yeah.
many
So
disadvantages.
there is an actual movie for what you just mentioned. Okay. So there's this movie called Island. Okay.
Okay. It must
Um,
be a Hollywood one.
it is definitely yes. Because anyway,
Okay.
let's not go into that.
Yeah. Yes.
But there's a movie called Island where
Mm-hmm.
they explain how there are some clones, but they don't know they're clones, and then they're basically it's a whole bunch of like it's a whole amazing movie. Watch the trailer if you can watch the movie. I
Yes,
completely
yes.
forgot we have like 10 seconds left. I'm so sorry, but
Yeah.
yeah, you can check out the movie. What I would recommend you to do is at home create a 3-minute video about your views on cloning, the advantages and disadvantages, and maybe do a little research on what is legal, what is not legal. But humans
Mm-hmm.
have cloned animals successfully. We haven't cloned other
Animals only,
humans.
not humans, right?
No, it's not like
Oh.
by law we're not allowed.